both these players. Wolf that sees a lot from pressuring Marth. Marth's been very much like, I gotta consistently my hits. I can sour spot the tipper and all that. Honestly, one of the strongest tools as Marth is part of the kits. So Blue's Clues basically gonna have to play so careful against Wolf. Wolf is a character that can punish his players for doing something wrong. And honestly, missing the forward smash on ledge on a platform is kind of unfortunate. I feel like you're gonna have to hard mix it to keep yourself like alive. So this matchup, I always talk about that Marth exceeds on pressuring opponents a lot, and Wolf is the same thing, but Marth has to be more spacing to understand neutral. Other than that, this is one of the hardest matchups I always say for Marth, that Marth has to land hitboxes and get properly punished over time. Honestly, that's one of the best things for both characters. I give like very momentum. They could do so much that they'd see a lot from mileage, but nice down there. Blue's Clues is keeping it simple. Good side B, but sour spot not connecting. Using the good options, forcing situations. Good grab. Liking these grabs from Blue's Clues. That Blue's Clues using these OS selects properly and like making it less obvious to like not put himself in a predicament. Good up tilt. So like I said, Blue's Clues is gonna have to be very careful not to force a trade against anyone. Such a scary situation on the ledge. Good roll. Good dance play cancel right there. But doing back here on shield, not it. I feel like right there, Wolf has a very good out of burst option. But it's kind of like one of those tools you have to respect at all times. So this is why I say that Marth exceeds at a pretty good pace, but losing the lead as Marth is kind of scary. It's not easy as a player, but it gets good forward. Get in the chase now. I talk about this that Blue's Clues exceeds very much patiently, but be patient sometimes. It's one of the most strongest things as Marth, but he has very good potential to becoming more better on his spacing and calculating times. Nice dash attack from snowbunny. I feel like snowbunny is very much good at pressuring too, but I feel like Blue's Clues get nervous at points when he wants to like miss up timing, but they're gonna have to play very optimal. So, nice. Keeping the momentum ship calm and collected. Don't have to do much. Good grab. Trying to get the hit. Slowly. Collecting. Right now, Blue's Clues got to be careful with the percent difference. He has to play very cautious right now. With Wolf on the ledge, you want to keep it less exposed and just... Oh, if that kill right there, Marth would have been really good right there. But unfortunate, it won't kill. But 154, Marth is pretty now at death percent. Good up. A nice stall from Blue's Clues. I like that. Using neutral B, then up being... Oh no, nice. Going back to ledge and not trading. Keeping it nice and simple. No tipper right now. Yo, it's been unfortunate. Blue's Clues has not got a tipper. Being a little bit... That sour spot would kill, but he's gonna kill late right now. Blue's Clues gotta be careful. Snowbunny is throwing out the buttons. Good throw. I always talk about like Marth at season spots that killing is very hard for this character. Without tipper, tipper becomes less inconsistent. Right now, both of them going to stage picks. What is the stage counter pick? What is gonna be the counter pick for Snowbunny? Because I feel like Snowbunny was doing a good job. But Marth getting non-tippers, but Blue's Clues was working that hard to get hits. Super phenomenal job. But right now, going to game 2. I think this matchup will be Terry. Talk about that. Always talk about like that Marth does a good job killing, and with tippers, with gaining consistent tippers is not like always gonna be in your favor. Pretty tough right now, but let's get back into the match. Game 2, going to run back to a different stage or some new stages. I like the environment changes from both of these players. Even a hustle, don't have to play the game, just forcing the counterplay. That's like kind of honestly one of the biggest goals playing these characters. Want to keep less composed, more composed, less exposed, more confidence, kind of build and play, both of them. But Blue Schools, down air tipper does 18. He's been getting that only, but surprisingly, he's been dropping it. But nice down throw dash check from snowbunny. Gonna force that one ledge option. Good patience, Blue Schools. I feel like snowbunny let go of that sledge too early. I always talk about when you're wolf, stay near ledge. You don't have to be scared to just challenge. Like, you got the capability to fight back. Like, honestly, as Blue Schools getting tip, now tipper forward smashes. Tipper back here, okay. Killing with sour spot forward here. Blue Schools, phenomenal lead, taking the first stock. I always like this play. He's taking the sweet time, not rushing. Snowbunny is getting much impatient, running to his moves, getting hit over time. Such a phenomenal job. But right now, Snowbunny needs to find his way to get his hits. I felt like I'm not seeing Snowbunny grabs a lot. As I talk about Wolf, you kind of want to grab and force in the situation and put him in the spot. Like, good spacing on the forward smash, because I think Marth's down there, hurt box is pretty big. So you had to be ready and careful for stuff like that. So that was a good job. Both of them going to be playing a little bit careful. Good up here. Good juggle. All right. Snowbunny's kind of finding the adaptation to play more better. Not rushing it out. Oh my God, the con 102%. Right now, Blue School's going to have to be careful on the ledge right now. I think Snowbunny did that back here too early. If he drifted a little bit back, it would kind of kill right there. If you... So right now, doing a phenomenal job. Blue School's not taking risk gauge, playing a little bit careful, not doing so much right now. So, as I said, Blue Schools playing very careful, not trying to take any risk trade right now. Oh, doing a get jump on the ledge. That's one of the habits I always talk about with players like Blue Schools and mid-level. Mid-level players, low-level, they kind of go for jumps, but I feel like don't do anything, give a few seconds and see what he's going for. And pretty honestly, that was Blue Schools' one of his habits. Got to be careful doing that because he kind of got himself exposed for that. But Snowbunny, that counter missing is so sad. Oh no, man. Blue Schools gonna have to find his ways right now. Snowbunny's getting a little too hasty for hits. Yeah, as Wolf, you want to like force your opponent, but Blue Schools gonna need to find these hits right now to bring himself back into the game. Down one stock. We get down the last stock, but the percent difference will be changing right now. Good job not taking this trade. He's not running in. Tipper up tilt. Good job for Snowbunny. I mean, Blue Schools. Keeping it more momentum shift. I kind of understand why Blue Schools did that because he called out the jump so he could get a little read on the jump-ins. And that's why then we grabbing ledge is not a good idea right there. So, well, game 3. I always say that Blue Schools does a good job right there, but I feel like he's understanding like the pattern of how to fight these characters. But I feel like he needs to take a slow step. Like he's getting his hits. As Marth, you don't have to go for so much. Just grab condition sometimes. Also, this is what I talk about like matchup wise. It's not easy for Marth to get hits. I feel like Wolf versus Marth is like slightly +1 for Wolf, but Swordies do good as range. I was talking about earlier, bring back what I was saying, that Swordies have strong up tilt that can catch jumps. Example like Lucina, Marth, Hero. Any Swordie with an up tilt, Ike, Roy. You gotta sometimes throw up tilt to cover jump. So, when it's a battlefield, Blue School's counter pick. I agree with this because honestly, it creates more space for Marth. As a character, you wanna like run, take your time finding your hits, as you always one of those characters are. Nice up air, forcing situation, good hits. I like the trade from Snowbunny. He's like getting the juggles, but missing a lot of hitboxes. Good timing. Yeah, that would have killed him. Look at, I feel like he teched and hold in was such a smart option. Not trying to go for risk gauges. Scary situation right now. Snowbunny gotta be super careful. Cannot afford to be doing too much. Nice grab. Missing the neutral B by slide a bit. I feel like if Snowbunny ran back a bit, I mean, Blue School ran back, neutral B, I think he would have got the hit. But Marth's neutral B is not an inconsistent thing in the game since they changed it. But super good job for both. Right now, We're gonna have one of our commentators players join. Guys, welcome to the mic commentary, guys.
Oh, y'all can't have a Marth set without me being here, man. Come on.
I think Blue Schools won game 1. Somebody won game 2, but I found Blue Schools getting a little bit nervous. I'll talk about this matchup that Wolf definitely could combo Marth a lot. But yeah. Marth with inconsistent tippers, Marth got to work extra mile, it's harder. Good up B.
I call matchups like this no fly zone. You as Marth are supposed to deny Wolf majority of spaces. You're supposed to deny him center. You're supposed to deny him the air. You're supposed to deny him recovery from a ledge. He's supposed to maneuver around you and break the bubble.
Good spot dodge up B. That's like one of those options I always talk about. Marth's up B sweet spot a little bit that sends you so far.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to see Blue Schools use a little bit more grabs. I always talk about when you're fighting against Wolf, they always shield, but they're not like using grabs much because they're both just throwing out buttons a little bit to stub out their spots out.
As you see, Blues was trying to rob Mans with dancing blade upwards into tipper forward smash.
Yeah.
That is highway robbery.
True, true. I feel like, but Blue School's doing a phenomenal job bringing it back slowly. Oh, that rolls. I feel like now his roll's a little bit stale. You kind of got to be careful throwing it out now. Nobody getting way reckless with buttons. I always talk about with Wolf, you kind of like got to get in a little bit, take your time to get the hits.
Both of them need to wait here. Snow needs to wait and get into center because Marth essentially dictates, and Blues just has to wait for him to mess up because this is not something either one can rush. That's not a Wolf has no kill throws except back throw, which kind of hinders him. Even forward air is not killing.
164 right now. Blue School's got to be careful right now. This percent, you could die now.
Well, now yes, but even at 164, like forward air wouldn't connect. But that you have to do that.
I feel like right there, Blue Schools wanted to hit a button, but I feel like Marth's forward is too slow. He's giving a good nice job on the ledge trap, but nice neutral B. I like that. We're returning to ledge with neutral B, force him back up. It's my turn now.
And that's only a mix-up option when your back is against the wall, because normally most Marth players wouldn't do that unless it's like a get it or jail free option, or if it would confirm the kill.
Yeah, right now both players keeping it. Oh my, that sour spot is crazy. Yo, this weight to send him is just crazy. All right, Blue School's got a second chance right now. He has to be careful right now. He's on 447 last stop.
Oh, that's an up throw. He's probably
wait
a minute.
He's playing with his food. I always talk about when you're doing this, don't play with your food. Just kill him. Yo, they just.
There are some, because coming from someone who started with Marth, there are times where it's not necessarily like a play with your food moment. It's at times a how can I get this kill moment? Oh, that's a set.
Oh,
that is the set. That was 1-1.
That was a pretty good job from both players. I always talk about like Marth, such as high expertise, but inconsistent tippers and great. Honestly, playing Marth is not easy at a high level. And I always talk about like these characters like with swordies play differently. They got different hurt boxes and all that. Especially like they don't got longer range like forward smashes, up smashes. Kind of sad though.
I will say, though, I'm loving the competition here now, primarily because this is where some of the people who are getting sick and tired of the usual when it comes to placing. This is where they come to.
True.
It's accessible. There's good competition, and there's always advice being thrown around off what they can do. There's always something to learn when you're coming over to a
it's
game
good
night,
practice. It's good things like you can learn when you want to get better on matchups. It's kind of good to fight people here. Have fun. And like Smash is all about that and cheesy ways to play it. It is what it is though. Smash Ultimate's fun all the time. Like it's a lot about learning. I always tell people like take your time, just study your character, get your idea of what you want to do,